Learn how to make this beautiful cowl top with me in this free tutorial. Hi sewing buddies, my name is Shodi Mukeni. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get started. First material that you need in this class is your mannequin. Here I'm going to be using this miniature mannequin. It's a dress form, pinnable dress form. You also need the material. I've gone ahead to prepare a material. I'm using a soft fabric, and you also need your tape measure, your scissors, and your pins. I have this pin available in store. I'll be dropping the link in the description box. Is available in different sizes, but I prefer using the smaller one. This fabric here is usually called a thick chiffon or a soft crepe. So when you want to work, you don't want to work with it straight because it doesn't stretch, but when you turn it to angle 90, you will find out that it stretches a bit, as you can see, a bit, and that is where we call the true bias. So whenever you want to drape, especially a cowl top, you want to fold the section in like this and take the measurement. That will serve as the across shoulder measurement. Here what I'm using, because it's a miniature, it's not really long, but I make sure it is as long as the dress form. Okay, the shoulder measurement here is about 8 inches, and what I have here is over 12 inches, so I think it's very okay. Let's get started, guys. Remember I said you drape on the true bias, that is at this angle. We call it the angle 45. Okay, so the more you bring it down, the more you show your the chest area. I don't like showing my chest area, so I'm going to be dragging it up. Okay, so I'm dragging it up, and that is the drape right here. If you do your slash and spread, this is a type of cowl that you get, but because we are draping, we can decide on the fullness. So you can see I have enough on both sides. Okay, and then I'm going to fold on the shoulder. The secret here is to keep pleating on the shoulder. The more you pleat on the shoulder, the more fullness we get. So what you do on the right shoulder, you're going to repeat the same thing on the other shoulder. You can see how it's giving that fullness, that pleat. You can decide to leave it at 2 or 3, but I'm going to go ahead and pleat the third one. You can see the fullness it's giving me right here. It is so beautiful, guys. I can't wait for you to try this out and send in your pictures, because this right here is beautiful. I still have enough fabric, so I'm going to go ahead and pleat the fourth time to give me much more fullness. Some people go as high as pleating all the way to the shoulder, all the way to the waist area, but I think I like the way it is giving me this effect. I'm gonna go ahead and pleat the 5th time. All my pleats are going to the shoulder. Okay, if you observe, I'm pleating directly on the shoulder. I know you have questions after pleating all this and draping. How do you get it out? Okay, how do you get it out? Calm down, I'm gonna answer all of that question. Right here I'm done draping, and you can see the cowl effect. I'm pinning the center. As you can see, I want it as a blouse, so it's going to get to my waist area or a little bit above my waist area. So I'm pinning the shoulder, and here is my marker pen. We also have this available in the store. I'll be dropping the link in the description box, so make sure you get one today. So you will be marking out. Make sure that when you mark out, you measure. Guys, what I did here is I made sure that I measured on myself. I know exactly what my across chest is. I know exactly what my bust is. That's my bust divided by 4 before I started all this drafting. Okay, so you clip out all the excess and make sure you do not cut too much into, and leave your sewing allowance. Leave enough seam allowance on the side, on the armhole area, and also at the hem line. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is pin down on the side seam. As you can see, you're going to pin down, make sure that it's smooth, you don't have any roughness on that area. Like I said, I want it a little bit above my hip, so what I do on the right side, I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to pin down the armhole area and mark it out just like so, and then cut off the excess that I have on that area. Okay, so I'm clipping up the excess, cutting it all out, making sure that it allows the fabric to relax in. Right here, cut off the excess on the shoulder. Make sure that you leave your seam allowance there. All right, So the next thing you want to do is pin the side seam. Make sure it is well relaxed, as you can see, and you can cut off all the other excess that you do not need. You cut off. I'm cutting the M line to make sure that it is exactly what I want for the M, and then I'm clipping off all the excesses on the side seam, making sure that I leave enough allowance when I want to sew on the back. For the back area, you can decide that you want to drape or you want to pattern. For my own blouse, I patterned it out, and all I just did was make sure that the seam aligned. So here I'm clipping out, making sure that the fabric relaxed. And after this, what you want to do is you are going to untag. I'm going to show you the needle that I use for mine, okay? So I'm cutting off the M line, making sure that it is well balanced at the M area, cutting off the excess on the side. You might think, oh, I'm wasting a lot of fabric, but trust me, it is worth it. It is worth it when you drape, okay? It is worth it when you drape. When you waste fabric, it's not really waste. It's not really a waste, okay? So what we have here, I'm checking out if the drape is what I want, if it's giving me the amount of fullness. This is even much more fuller than my top, guys. This is much more fuller, and this is what I have right here. I'm just going to make sure that everything I have on the side seam is aligning, and I'm drawing out the shape that I want for the M line. You can draw out any shape that you want, but I want mine to be a bit curvy because of the pants I'm going to be wearing on it, although this is a miniature anyway, so it's just a replica. So this is the final result, and like I said, you are going to have to untack with your needle, especially the area where you have the pleats. That's the needle that I use, available in the store. You're going to untack all the shoulder lines, the shoulder seams, the pleats. You're going to also untack the armhole and also the side seam, so that you're going to do like a base stitch right here. I hope you learned something here, because trust me, this is beautiful and you want to create yours. Till we meet again, my name is Shodi Mukeni, creative director at Crest Fashion Academy. Don't forget to drop a comment and subscribe. Bye.